Good morning. Well, both of the readings today touch on the second coming of the Lord. As we get ready to close off this year, this liturgical year, and we start the new year on Sunday with Advent, we keep on coming back to the idea that Christ is the King of the universe, and that with him, we have to be ready for our happy death. Not really a death, but a rebirth with the Trinity, to be one with. I can remember, not this August, but the August before, I was coming back from Omaha, and I got the phone call that my cousin had passed away unexpectedly. He was only 36 years old, and this was the same family that my aunt and uncle had lost their other son the earlier April. So within a year and a half, they had lost two boys, both under the age of 38. And as I was driving back to get home, I was thinking, what can I tell my aunt and uncle? Because I knew they were going to be devastated. And one line from Isaiah just kept coming up to me. Do not fear, I am with you. Do not be anxious, I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you. I will uphold you with my victorious right hand. How that image is that if we have God as our King, as Jesus is the universal King, that he opens our hearts up, that we can accept anything because we know that we will be with him. He's our ruler. He's above everything else. All the nations and everything else like that, that is whose heart we go to. We go to his heart as he sits on his throne, the cross, what he gave up for us. There's a beautiful passage from St. Bernard that we'll read in the Office of Readings inside our breviary next Wednesday for the first week of Advent. And it talks about the three comings of Christ. The first coming, of course, being the incarnation, and the second coming, the second coming when he will come to rule the earth again. But there's a third coming, the coming that Jesus, when he opens up inside our hearts, that he makes everything right. It's like when we go and you'll hear the people say that God will never give you more than you can handle, which I do believe in that saying, but sometimes we look at that saying as this way that we can feel okay about it. But it's a comfort because also Christ is going to challenge us at all times when we open up our hearts to him. It's never going to be stagnant because he's going to be the living God. He is the living God. And so some of the words from St. Bernard I will leave you with this morning. Keeps God's word in this way. Let it enter into your very being. Let it take possession of your desires and your whole way of life. Feed on goodness, and your soul will delight in its richness. Remember to eat your bread, and your heart will wither away. Fill your soul with richness and strength. Just as Adam's sin spread throughout all mankind and took hold of all, so Christ, who created and redeemed us all, will glorify all once he takes possession of all.